A sweet genius masters the exact science of desserts with limitless imagination. The result? Magical, edible art. I'm on a mission to find chefs who share my obsession with perfection. 4 chefs will strive to see who can make the most amazing desserts possible.
Hot, 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 hot.
To assess the dessert IQs, I have designed 3 diabolical tests to see who truly belongs in my world of desserts. Be inspired by the bewildering objects I have selected.
Oh my God.
Be astonishingly creative with the mandatory ingredients I have chosen.
Ostrich eggs? Oh.
Only one chef will surpass them all and earn $10,000. I am a sweet genius. Are you?
My name is Manabu Inoue. I want to be #1. Most important is be #1. Nobody knows #2. This is from my mom and, of course, Chef Morimoto too. He is Iron Chef. I'm Executive Pastry Chef Morimoto. Why I'm sweet genius? Because pastry is my life.
I'm Arthur Doss, and I'm the owner of Red Duck Bake Shop in New York. My talent is natural. It's God-given. I grew up in Detroit. I started off baking at a young age, and from there I had a passion for it. I'm young, I'm sweet, and I'm pure genius.
I'm Alyssa Gangeri. I'm the executive chef at Riverwalk Bar and Grill, and I have a cake business called Alley Cakes NYC. I graduated culinary school when I was 18, and I've been working ever since. I'm a very exact and OCD chef. My precision comes from working with big-name New York chefs. I definitely feel confident as a young chef. My drive will take out the competition.
I'm Martin Howard, and I'm here to prove that pastry is a form of art. Transforming ingredients is what it's all about with pastry. I'm a master of transformation. I'm a pastry chef by day and a drag queen by night. Chocolatina is my stage name because I'm oh so good with chocolate. I'm a sweet genius because I can do it all.
The search for the sweet genius begins. Chef Ron Ben Israel.
Ron Ben Israel is the superstar of the cake world. He's really someone you want to impress.
He has something aura. He is master pastry chef.
Chefs, there will be 3 tests: frozen, baked, and chocolate. Each will have mandatory ingredients and an inspiration. Your dessert must incorporate these elements.
You are here with something to prove to me, who truly has a gift. A real sweet genius can adapt to any situation. The first test, you will have 40 minutes to make me a frozen dessert.
40 minutes, frozen dessert, possible.
I give you this mandatory ingredient, tater tots.
Tater tots are made of grated potatoes that are flash fried, partially cooked, and then frozen. If underprepared, they can taste mealy.
Oh my God. I have no idea.
And something else to consider? The inspiration, jellyfish. Genius.
Although feared for their venomous sting, jellyfish move with grace and tranquility through the ocean.
Tater tots and jellyfish. How am I gonna do this?
And chefs, you'll never know until you know what else I might send your way.
You will have 40 minutes for this test.
Start the clock.
Jellyfish, they have a lot of movement, so I'll go really direct. Make a jellyfish. I immediately go straight to a frozen glacé to make it the body of the jellyfish. Sugar, 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 sugar. When I see tater tots, I want some ketchup and salt, and I want to eat some. but the most logical route for me is to pulverize the tater tots and add it to the glacé. Starting young, I got the chance to work under a lot of amazing chefs, and now I'm 27 years old and I'm capable of genius.
I'm scared Chef Ron, but I'm scared Chef Morimoto more because I have to work with him. Jellyfish is beautiful. My plan is ocean, coral reef, and jellyfish swim on coral reef. I make passion fruit sorbet with passion puree. Then next is potato, sauté with oil. Make crunchy, so texture is not mushy. Then I will put in passion sorbet. I feel good, but I'm a little bit nervous.
I've been in the pastry business over 25 years. I've seen it all, so I'm not really nervous right now. The jellyfish is not a hard inspiration. I might want to play on the fact that it's jelly. So I'm making a peanut butter ice cream with a jelly sauce. I'm going to win this competition with words. And then take some blackberry puree, reduce that a little so it has more of a jelly jam kind of consistency to it. Now, what are you going to do with tater tots? It's not really a pastry ingredient. I don't know.
I feel a little overwhelmed. I'm concerned about the visual, but then I started to think buttermilk ice cream with lemon zest. Buttermilk is refreshing. It's cool, like the ocean.
Chef Arthur,
Hi, Chef.
what are you doing?
I'm kind of, I guess, winging it.
You are winging it.
I'm winging it.
I need to see your genius, Chef Arthur.
Absolutely.
Chefs, keep in mind, I expect genius.
Nothing prepares you for this. It's hard. I wanted to do like some tentacles in the jellyfish. I melted down the chocolate and I just piped a bunch of squiggle lines.
I need something looks coral. So I made it. I want to make more bright dessert. So I put little bit red food color. I'm feeling very good.
20 minutes left for your frozen dessert test.
And I see everybody running around. I'm sort of calm and cool and collected. Tater tots are the hard ingredient to put into an ice cream because the potato has a mealy texture to it. So I'm gonna put it into a croquant. Croquant is just a caramelized sugar. It usually has nuts in it, but in this case, I'm gonna substitute the tater tots. And to give it a little extra sting, I'm gonna put some jalapeno pepper in it. It's a jellyfish. It should sting.
I'm not sure how I'm going to make tater tots work for me. I'm really nervous at this point.
Chef Arthur.
Yes?
Are you struggling with genius?
No, just doing a lot of thinking. The pressure is getting the best of me because I want to impress Ron. When I think of jellyfish, I think of jelly textures. So I take apricot jam, reduce it, and add the tater tots to it. The tater tot apricot jelly represent the jellyfish.
It is another mandatory ingredient.
What? What am I gonna do with this?
I am so scared. Very scared.
You were warned. It is another mandatory ingredient. Sour lemon candy.
These round, hard candies are one of the first sour candies ever made. They have a tart lemon flavor.
Go!
Seeing lemon candy, I was actually excited because I think citrus enhances pretty much everything. So I pulverize them for my chocolate tentacles. As I'm cooking, I feel confident with the jellyfish.
The sour lemon candies are obviously sour. That will help out in the jelly sauce, make a little bit of tartness to it. At this point, I think things are going pretty well.
10 minutes left.
I get back to my station, I look up and I see these candies and I'm like, candied tarragon. That adds more flavor and I can prove to Ron that I can catch his eye and his taste buds.
Chefs, I expect you to embrace the world of flavors. Chef Manabu. Yes. You know you have a second mandatory ingredient to use.
Oh my God, I forget. What is this? I try eat, then this is lemon candy. I'm thinking I need different texture. So I crush. Then I make berry salad. I think berry and candy, this is good combination.
My genius lies in my chocolate work, 'cause that's what I do all the time. It's my drag name, Chocolatina. So as part of the garnish for the dessert, I'm gonna make a sort of a tentacle shape that will go well with my jellyfish theme.
I know that I need the movement of water. So I grabbed the blue dye, just kind of squiggled like tiny, tiny little lines and pulled them through. And then I pop out the glacé to make that the jellyfish.
I expect you to be plating by now, chefs.
I scared, time limit, but I'm here to win.
A genius always knows how to nail the big finish. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is it.
I look down at my plate. I'm happy that it looks like a jellyfish. I definitely think that I'm someone to watch out for.
I feel good because I made my imagination.
The ingredients for the frozen test: tater tots and sour lemon candies. The inspiration: a jellyfish.
Chef Alyssa.
This is my interpretation of a jellyfish. Jellyfish remind me of tropical, so I immediately go to tropical flavors. I have a passion fruit glacé with toasted coconut and tater tots, and then the tentacles are white chocolate.
Tastes like pina colada. Did you cook the tater tots?
No, I did not.
I taste raw potatoes.
I apologize.
However, it's keeping quite well. It seems that the potato actually helped you to stabilize it. Design-wise, the tentacles, an artistic masterpiece. What is the blue?
I wanted to try and do like a blue gelée to kind of incorporate the water.
But you're asking me to eat swirls of food color. Food color is designed to use minutely. I don't like to eat food color in the raw shape. Chef Arthur, what is it?
Chef, I made a buttermilk ice cream, tater tot apricot jelly for the jellyfish, and I candied tarragon with lemon candies. I didn't want to make a jellyfish. I wanted to take the textures from the jellyfish.
Tangy. Unusual.
That's what I like to make, unusual desserts.
Unusual is good.
Yeah, I think you have to think outside the box.
Unusual could be disaster. Your jam is very sweet, super sweet. But your ice cream is zesty. However, I asked you to get inspired. You gave me a scoop of buttermilk ice cream on a plate with some jam. Chef Martin.
I call it peanut butter and jellyfish.
Clever use of words.
So it's peanut butter ice cream topped with a blackberry jelly sauce. And underneath, we have a croquant that I made with the tater tots.
You definitely played on the crispiness of the tater tots. Croquant is enjoyable. Hot.
Well, the jellyfish does sting.
Jalapeno pepper?
Yes.
How do you feel about your plate?
I feel very good about it. It has a whimsical decoration made of chocolate, which I'm well known for.
Chocolatina is definitely in the house. Chef Manabu.
Yes, I made veggie salad, and on top is a passion fruit potato sorbet and tuile.
Red tuile.
Yes,
Tuile is great.
thank you,
Good shape.
thank you. My inspiration is a jellyfish swim on coral reef.
Tater tots in sorbet.
Yes, I saute first, make more crispy, then put in ice cream.
That's good thinking. Crispy. Nuanced. Lemon candy.
Yes, I crush, then put on berry salad.
So the whole candy.
I crushed.
I wish these were incorporated better. Very big candy. Not genius.
Yes.
So Chef Alyssa, your dessert was very attractive visually, and it's the most jellyfish I've seen today. I'm required to eliminate one of the chefs. Who would you suggest to eliminate?
I don't know if I can. I mean, I didn't try them, so
Based on their visuals, anyone comes to mind?
it's hard for me to say.
Well, I do not need to think about it anymore. You cannot escape the reality that one chef will be forced to leave my world of desserts. Indeed, someone will not be making me another dessert here. In that taste. Chef Arthur, you are no sweet genius.
Thank you for the opportunity.
It's not a good feeling to not move on, but I realize I need to push myself more. You need to have the full package. That's what it takes to be a sweet genius.
The second test, baked desserts. And you must also factor in the mandatory ingredient, duck fat.
Among the healthiest of animal fats, duck fat offers smoky and rich flavors. It is an essential ingredient in French cuisine.
And I've carefully selected an inspiration. A diamond.
The diamond often evokes luxury and glamour. The word comes from the Greek term adamos, which means unconquerable and suggests eternal love.
Ready?
You will have 50 minutes for this test.
Start the clock.
Duck fat? Oh my God. I taste this smoky flavor. I wanna put in chocolate cake. I learned best technique bake molten chocolate cake in Tokyo. Bake dessert, this is my turn.
Chef Manabu.
Yes.
Are you going to use all the eggs in the house?
No, I don't think so. I want a creative landscape. Diamond mine. Diamond come from inside a rock. Chocolate cake is rock. I have so much idea.
Duck fat looks disgusting. It smells like game. I see the diamond, I immediately associate it with love. Love, chocolate, and I have this chocolate cake recipe. I know that it'll mask the duck fat. The inspiration part, that's what makes a pastry chef, because you constantly have to work on inspiration. This is about love. And I love everything about making desserts. Desserts make people happy. And to be part of someone's life, that you can make a memory with someone out of a dessert, it's very gratifying.
I'm very excited. Pastry is kind of like magic. You know, you put in this batter into the oven and then it becomes something completely different. When I think of diamond, I think of things that are very rich. Duck fat is kind of like lard, and that's used to be used in baking all the time. So naturally, I head towards a warm chocolate cake with the duck fat. I'm hoping maybe the duck fat will give it a little more richness.
I think Martin's pretty big competition. He may have 10 plus years on me, but I'm very hardworking. Out of the corner of my eye, I see like a transfer sheet. I make a chocolate garnish, punch out hearts. I'm hoping Ron will see love and diamond on a plate.
This dish, I need shiny. I want to make two kind jelly, passion fruits and raspberry. Jelly made with fruit compote, water, sugar, and agar. Agar is a type of gelatin. Jelly is diamond.
I do have my eye on Manabu. He does work for Morimoto, so I'm sure he's held to high standards, but I have high standards too. Now that my cake's in the oven, I have my white chocolate on the acetate sheets, and I cut out little diamond shapes to go as part of the garnish for the cake. And then I make the actual band for the diamond rings. A little bit fun and a little bit of elegance.
I need something white color because this is a mountain. I need something foggy or cloud. So I made pear sorbet. When I was young, my parents said, "Manav, you have to be chef." I want to make my mom proud.
Chefs, just when you were getting in the groove, fusilli.
Fusilli is a long corkscrew-shaped pasta. The word means little spindles in standard Italian.
Duck fat, fusilli pasta. Genius. Go.
Oh my God, like this is not easy. I don't know how I'm gonna incorporate fusilli pasta into a dessert with a chocolate cake.
Oh my God, pasta. Wow. But pasta's shape looks like coil wire. I want to make friends on diamond mine. After cook pasta, I made caramel. I use duck fat again. I like it.
8 minutes, chefs. Every detail counts.
Oh my God. I want this win pretty badly. Duck fat, fusilli. So I decided to take pasta, cut up in small pieces, and put it into my strawberry salsa. Strainer. Add a little bit of fresh mint, and it's really actually not that bad. If you close your eyes, you would never know that it was pasta.
Martin, you're boiling over.
There's flour in pasta. I can use that as a thickening agent for my sauce. Once the fusilli is cooked, I add a little milk, and then I add a little bit of passion fruit puree.
1 minute to go. Have you forgotten anything?
Powdered sugar.
I make good jelly. I feel good. I start rating dessert. Be mountain.
Counting down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. That is it.
After time's up, I saw my dessert. I love it.
I look down at my plate, I'm happy with it, but then I look at Martin's dish and I think diamonds.
I think this is gonna work out well for me.
The ingredients for the baked test: duck fat and fusilli pasta. The inspiration: a diamond.
Chef Manabu, is your dessert amazing?
I think so.
Tell me where the diamond is.
I make chocolate cake with duck fat. Next chocolate is pear sorbet. And on top is a caramel pasta. Then also I made two kind jelly. This is a mountain, rock. People looking for diamond.
A lock.
Rock.
Rock, rock.
Yeah.
Rock, yes. Where is the diamond?
Jelly is diamond.
Delicious.
Thank you.
Pear, complex, yet light at the same time.
Yes.
Fusilli, soft and gelatinous. The chocolate cake with the duck fat, I never tasted anything like that. It's smoky and mysterious. I got the idea of diamond in the rough, but there were so many textures. It was a little bit confusing because there was so many different things. Chef Alyssa.
I took the diamond and went the love route. Because typically, when you receive a diamond, it's from someone that you love. So I did a warm chocolate cake with a strawberry fusilli salsa. And then the duck fat is infused into the chocolate cake.
This is amazing. I couldn't believe my ears when you told me that you chopped fusilli pasta into a fruit salsa. But it worked. Your use of herbs really contributed. The cake was light. However, in this case, the lightness also meant flatness. I can barely detect the duck fat in it. I expected more, just like one would expect from a diamond. Let's talk about inspiration.
I felt like first round, I did an actual jellyfish, so I kind of tried to not go an actual diamond.
It is a little bit Valentine's Day. Okay. Chef Martin.
You know, I like to be a little whimsical. So I call this dessert, diamonds are a duck's best friend.
A diamond is a duck's best friend. Was that Chocolatina asserting herself?
It could very well have been Chocolatina, wishing she had a ring that big. When you think of diamonds, you think of things that are rich, so I made an intense warm chocolate cake with duck fat, and then a passion fruit foam that is thickened with the fusilli.
Intense, scrumptious, but buttery. Nice to see chocolate work, done from scratch. Your chocolate cake was so dense, was so moist, that it worked. However, I did not detect enough of the duck flavor. Have you ever baked with duck fat before?
I have never baked with duck fat. It was a challenge. That's why I was a little bit leery to go all the way with the duck fat.
The diamonds are charming. The whole concept is charming. But is it a silly take?
Whimsical, I would say whimsical.
It will be considered. To be a sweet genius, you cannot afford to make costly mistakes. One of you will not be moving on to the final test. One chef just gave me a dessert that did not say genius to me. Chef Manabu, in that test, your chocolate cake had the most pronounced duck fat flavor. So, you stay. The chocolate cake was very good.
Thank you.
Chef Alyssa, in that test, you were no sweet genius. It was a standard chocolate cake, but a great promise.
Thank you very much. The hardest part about losing is just, I've done the cake 1,000 times, and sadly the cake is what got me off. But I did my best, and that's all I can do.
Chef Martin, Chef Manabu, who is the real sweet genius?
Me.
Prepare yourselves to the last test, chocolate desserts. No palace.
What is this?
Nopales are Mexican cactus stems that are slightly tart in flavor. Overcooking may make them slightly slimy.
And of course, be inspired by
Our inspiration seems to be an empty tray.
I give you air.
Air is the name given to atmosphere necessary for breathing and photosynthesis. It also can symbolize life, lightness, and vastness. You will have 60 minutes for this test.
Start the clock.
I never touch Naples. I have no idea.
Air chefs, I want to see what air means to you. Air. Air.
Naples come from Mexico, dry air, and I want to make dessert. Naples is so bitter. I want to add other flavor. So I'm cook Naples in rich syrup. This is chocolate brown. So I start make dark chocolate sorbet. I'm excited doing chocolate.
Chocolate is my specialty.
Where's the regular sugar?
So I'm making a devil's food cake, and it's a deeper, darker, richer cake. And it's filled with a milk chocolate cream to go along with the theme of air being light and fluffy. With the Napales, I'm going to make a roasted strawberry and Napales compote. Add a splash of balsamic vinegar, and let's see how it goes.
Parchment paper.
Manabu is a little hard to understand,
Cacao powder. Cacao powder.
but he might be a force to be reckoned with.
I want to put chocolate as much I can. So I make chocolate. Air tuile. I want it to look like bubble. Bubble inside is air.
Chef Martin,
Yes,
how do you plan to incorporate air in your dessert?
I have a little whimsical idea I'm working up.
More whimsy from you. How surprising.
I think, okay, this has got to be something that sort of rises off the plate. So I decided to make a dessert called Go Fly a Kite. I get the white chocolate tempered, and then I cut little kite shapes out of it. I have to win this. My ultimate goal is to have a pastry cabaret that incorporates desserts and performance.
Something new for you, chefs. Frozen peaches.
Peaches have sweet and tangy undertones, but when frozen, they may lose their sweetness, floral notes, and juiciness.
Frozen peach, no sweet, no peach flavor. I want to combine cooked peach and dark chocolate sorbet. I can make something more. I start make chocolate cow. Chocolate cow is torment. This is the dessert.
Peaches are an easy component to incorporate in a dessert. So I'm thinking white chocolate peaches. Get them into my sauce and just let that set for a little while.
3 minutes left to make it perfect.
I try to make something special. I blew up balloon, then melt chocolate, put on balloon. But chocolate is too hot, then wow.
When I see that cotton candy machine, I think it's just incorporating more air, because cotton candy is really just sugar with air in it.
Getting down to 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Don't forget anything, chefs. 2 seconds, 1 second. That is it.
I think I've translated this concept really well, and I feel it's genius on a plate.
Last round, Martin, he already baked chocolate cake. Genius have to do different approach.
The ingredients for the chocolate test: nopales and frozen peaches. The inspiration: air.
Chef Martin.
So I call this dessert Go Fly a Kite. But I wanted to make everything very light, so I made a very light chocolate cake and a very light chocolate cream, and then there's a white chocolate sauce that has some of the peaches pureed into it.
The ethereal cotton candy. The illusion of wind and air. Airy. Tell me about this part.
So that is the Nopales with strawberries, and I roasted it just sort of bring you back down to earth.
Earthy. Balsamic.
A little balsamic, yes.
I didn't find a distinct flavor for the Nopales. I wish I could recognize it more as an ingredient. Once again, playful. The chocolate kite is a different touch. Childish. Now, childish is not necessarily bad, but there is a naive kind of artist.
I may go over the edge with leaning towards childish, but this shows the whimsical kind of desserts that I am known for.
This is a different chocolate cake. This is delicious. But have you demonstrated here the full range of chocolate work?
I think so. It's Martin Howard with an undertone of chocolatino.
Chef Manabu.
Yes, I made black chocolate sorbet with peach. Then on top is a chocolate garnish.
Tell me about these.
Air's tornado.
Like a storm.
Yes.
Chocolate sorbet?
Yes.
Very chocolatey and fresh. Divine. I will try on a palace now. Tender, a little bitter. Your dessert have many, many, many good things. However, just like your second test, a lot is going on, like a tornado. I'm not sure that they come together to one thing. How do you feel, chef?
Honestly, I'm very good because I believe I create chocolate and air dessert. I'm safe.
Nobody is safe here. Chef Martin, do you see genius in your competitor's dish?
I think there's a lot of different components to it, and it might be a little confusing.
Chef Manabu,
Yes.
do you see genius in your colleague dessert?
Yes, I think this is genius dessert. But second run, he baked already chocolate cake.
But he bakes good chocolate cake.
But chocolate cake is chocolate cake.
I think my dessert holds up well against Manabu's. He tries to put too many things together at once. Keeping it nice and clean, I think that's the way to win.
My dessert is better than Martin because I use new idea. I'm here to win.
I've seen boundless imagination from both of you chefs, but only one of you today will be a sweet genius. Chef Manabu, you put a lot of elements on your desserts. Sometimes they work beautifully, and sometimes they are separate. Chef Martin, you weave clever, funny, and unusual stories with your desserts. However, in that test, you were no sweet genius. As clever as your ideas were, I was not transported by your last dessert.
Thank you. Ron seemed to think that I didn't show enough range, which I disagree with, but I'll still sing show tunes and make great desserts.
Thank you so much.
How do you feel?
I'm so good. I'm so good. I'm so happy. I don't like number 2. I like number 1.
Who taught you this philosophy?
This is, I think, from my parents and, of course, from Chef Morimoto.
You drew me in with imagination, and ultimately, this is the work of genius.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And you just won $10,000.
I fought very hard, and I made it. I am sweet genius.